I just want to show you something interesting that I've discovered, especially on Nasdaq. Now, I'm not going to focus on higher time frames. I'm only going to be focusing on a 5-minute time frame on the US 100 because this is all I trade most of the time. So, I'm going to introduce you to the patterns that I've seen in the past. The level that was created in a market, you see price has been moving to the upside, right? So, therefore, this level is an important level that happened in a market, right? So now you see price has been moving to the downside from this level aggressively down, right? So this now is your trend in the market. You should use this as your trend. Now this is your trend you want to be focusing on because now you see price has been moving to the upside, creating higher highs and higher lows, but suddenly there's this aggressive push to the downside. But look at what happened next. Remember, whenever you are trading, you should always wait for the retest. No retest, no entry, because the market will always do some retest. Now, the pattern we should be focusing on is a down move that happened in the market, right? So let's say the market has been creating a previous level in the market. There's a previous level that was created in the market, right? So what they do is they push down through that level, right? And then they pull back. Once they have that pullback, this pullback in the market is a very important pullback and you should always focus on it. And if price fails to break above this level, then you sell the market to a 1:1 in the market, right? So now you see this happened. There's your first move happening. Now you should wait for your second retest. Always wait for your second retest. And once you have that, that's going to be enough confirmation for you to take your trade with any lot size you choose. And then you have a pullback happening in the market, right? So what you should wait for is the last retest, or third or fourth. It just depends on what kind of trader you are. And then there's another pullback happening, forming a beautiful M. And what do you see? Price failed again to break this level and stay above. What do? You enter in the market, right? And you take your trade to the downside. Right? So what we do have over here is you can see price has been moving down and moved back up to this level. It pushed down again, created the level right over here, and look at this. They created a previous level in the market, right over here. You can see, created this level and price failed to break above this level. There's your confirmation. Now you can take this sell to the previous low that happened in the market, this level over here. And if you took this trade, this is going to be a beautiful trade. Take your trade from here to over here. This is your take profit. And we are talking about 150 points on Nasdaq. Now you see the market continued to the downside, but then suddenly it created this level in the market, right? So this level is an important level because this was the last retest that happened in the market. And you should always focus on these levels in the market because they are going to be the confirmation that you are going to need whenever you are going to be trading. Right, so the next level I want you guys to be focusing on is the big M that happens. There should always be a retest of that level. So this level is an important level because price failed to break above this level. So what you should do is you should always wait for price to come back to this level, right? So insert lines. So here you see the big retest must always happen, right? Here you see price did this pattern and then it moved away aggressively. From this level, price moved down. Now you should wait for the big retest to happen, but you should always have a confirmation for any entry that's going to happen. And here you wait, you see price came back to this level right over here, and in this level you see here's a pullback happening up, another M pattern happened in the market. From here you take your sell again. Where will you have your take profit? Take profit will always be your previous level, and here's your previous level, right? This level over here is your target level in the market always. When you have a trend that's followed by a pullback, no level lower than this will be your target. So what you want to do is you want to take a sell from this level right to the downside. And then you take your sell from there with a pullback to this level. Always happens in the market, right? What do you have? A beautiful trade from there to over here. Now I can confirm once again that this is a downtrend just by using my patterns. As I said, you need to have a downtrend, as you guys could have waited for the downtrend followed by the M pattern, and here you can see it again happening. So let's say you missed the first move, right? Price is actually going to the downside, followed by what? A pullback. Now you need to see a retest of that level happening, but you can see it happen over here as well. Here on top, if you maybe missed the first one, here you can see that pull to the downside happening, and then here you have your level. Here you have your first level happening, right? And then you had your pullback, another retest of that level, where you can clearly see that price failed to break above this level. Retested it but failed to break above. Then you could have taken your entry to the downside. Here you have another confirmation, right? You have a pullback followed by an M pattern, which signals that price is going to go to the downside, continuing to the downside.